What is up, boners? We are
Hola.
back. Bo Talks with Big Jim. If you couldn't tell, this guy has a microphone, much like mine. For those who are not viewing this and just listening, they can still hear everything you're doing. Everything you touch on that thing, they can still hear.
We have two balls alike.
We got two big white balls in our faces. Thank you,
None
everybody,
about
for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Welcome back. Please be sure to go to Apple Podcasts. Listen, I know I say this. I know it's stupid, and I know it probably gets annoying. I say it all the fucking time. 5-star reviews. Hell, even a 3-star review. A review. If you like our shit, just tell us. Let us know.
We'll just go, just do short. 5-star, 5 like share. 5 like share. That's
Fuck
it.
it. Five, yeah,
Break it down. 5 like share.
5 like share. Go check out our flow page. That's flow.page/BTWBJ. There you can find all of our links. You can even go there to buy us a beer. Shout out to Joaquin, your son, my brother. He just got us this one. Thanks, dude. This is a really great find. He sent me this on
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's a Martzen.
It's fucking good.
This is the type of beer that they drink on Oktoberfest in those big old barrel steins.
Yeah.
That's called a Martzen. It's a drinkable beer, is what it is.
It's a really good
That's why they
drinkable
drink
beer.
so much. It's
It is
very
good.
drinkable
It's
and it's
delicious, man.
smooth. Yeah, it's very good.
So good. So I don't know how to pronounce the name. You had it up. What's it called?
What
The
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 brewery?
place? Yeah.
It's actually a beer garden and it's a restaurant where they sell German fare, but it's called Gourmet Haus Stout. Gourmet Haus Stout Beer Garden in Redwood City, California.
Go
They
check
have
them
a
out.
website. He'll put the link on so you can, because it's a long German name. I can barely pronounce, let alone spell.
Yeah, that's the same thing
But the
that
beer
I
is
said.
called Weltenberg Kloster. Very good. And this
Very,
is an
very
actual
good.
pint. This is a pint.
It's a pint glass. Yeah.
And it's worth the money you pay for.
Yes, it is very delicious. So Joaquin,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Love you,
Thank
kid.
you, son.
What'd you think about this episode? Interesting.
Yeah, I have to watch it now because I don't think I've seen the episode. I don't even remember following it on the news, but
It's a 4-part series. Each one is
I
about
don't,
an hour 15, hour and a half.
maybe I won't.
6 hours. Yeah, I had to watch
Yeah,
6 hours
I'm
of
good.
that.
That's all right.
It's good, but man, it's a lot of
I had a lot of
backstory.
questions, but I would have convicted him easily. There was just too much against him on the full
Yeah.
murder, first degree murder.
There's a lot of shit that just didn't make sense to me.
No,
To me.
no, you're
And
right.
and a lot of it was based, I think, on jealousy. That's just my guess.
Well,
Or that he was like cheating or something.
he was or she was.
That he was. He speculated she was, but I think
He was.
he probably was.
That never came about.
Nah, they never thought. But I mean, the dude's a fucking athlete. I wouldn't be surprised.
Cover up
Yeah.
for sure.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
Good story. No, I liked it. I was kind of surprised when you put that picture on Instagram of prosthetics, and I was thinking Fugitive with Harrison Ford. I was like, what's a movie? What are we going to talk about?
Yeah, if you don't know, I put I put a post on our Instagram stories. I said, "Here's a hint of what we're going to be talking about
Yeah.
later tonight." And it's of a dude with prosthetic legs.
the curved spring legs at
Yeah.
that. So they're
Yeah.
definitely aerodynamic or whatever.
Yes.
Or
So
the purpose of them.
that was a fun episode, though. I think. I mean, we're still working on it, guys. Just because it's, by the way, episode 38. We're still getting better, I think, a little bit. So just
Numbers
bear with
indicate that.
us. Bear with us.
The numbers indicate so I'm not too worried about it. It's still fun. We don't do it for a monetary. We just do it for fun. It's just something him and I do together, and we're glad you guys follow along and listen, or don't listen all the way through.
Now, if I can make this into a full-time job, I won't be opposed. I'm not gonna lie.
Then I'd want to raise.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here is episode 38, the Valentine's Day special. Oscar Pistorius, I can never get that guy's name right, aka the Blade Runner.
Enjoy.
Hi guys, welcome back to the BTWBJ podcast.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Some of the information you are about to hear, some may find disturbing. I don't know who gave them this or who gave them the clearance.
On the crotch.
Oh my
Right
lord.
there. Can we Google that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I fucking stumbled down a dark hole and I love it.
Great cake parties. You know, if I'm going to believe anybody's bullshit, I'm going to believe mine.
It sounds not politically correct, but
You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
guys, welcome back everybody to the podcast.
Hola.
If you couldn't tell, Big Jim is going real big with his new microphone.
I got big white balls in my face.
There you go. And it sounds good to have big white balls in your face right now. So much
don't
clearer.
Let that get out.
Because now when you go and you're talking about
Allergies, dog.
the whole point of this thing is to get you away from doing that. You gotta move away. You gotta move away.
I'll do my best. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'll do my best.
So basically what you're saying is
This is trial and error, pal.
trial and error. Yeah.
Trial and error.
That's like speaking of trial and error, apparently there's this she can't fuck with no liar.
Who?
This dude is in prison and has a TikTok. DeBill is his. He has 3,300 followers. The guy in prison has more followers than we do.
Well, I guess we can either go to jail or really put more effort into this shit. The thing is, I'm not smuggling in no fucking cell phone in my ass. So
Yeah.
good luck, son.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad this is what.
You know, it's just a curiosity. I know there's so many people. That was another thing that came on that old Twitter account. The old cell phone with the little like 0.2 pixelation camera, the old flip phone when they first started came out, all kinds of shit was coming through. Weird stuff. I don't even remember following or not following these people.
You don't?
No, I don't
Ooh,
know.
that
It's
sounds
like
good.
it's a March. That's a Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah, this is by the way, big shout out to I'm gonna butcher this name. I already tried doing it in Instagram stories and it didn't.
It's Gourmet Haus out of Redwood City.
Gourmet Haus. There you go.
Out of Redwood City, which is actually, this is, like I said, this is the kind of beer. Years ago, me and your mom went to an Oktoberfest out here. I don't know how much of an Oktoberfest it was. It was in San Jose. Not too many Germans out there.
Not a lot of stoners though.
No, this was years ago. I think like Joaquin was a baby before we moved.
Oh my
good,
god,
ain't
this
it?
is delicious. And shout out to Grant Hamilton from last episode. I'm drinking this in a room temperature glass, and you could definitely smell it. You could smell the.
Yeah, no, if you haven't watched that, he'll definitely educate you on some beers and
Absolutely.
processes. And this beer is, well, I don't know if it came from Germany, but it was,
It's German-esque.
yeah.
German-esque.
Cheers
So-
to the Godfather, Frederick. That's who, Wilhelm. That's the-
Wilhelm, cheers to you. So, do you know what we're going to be talking about today?
At this point, I'm halfway through the beer and halfway through my Jack and Coke, so I really don't care. I will be just talking shit as usual.
Yes. Well, this is our Valentine's Day special for everyone wondering. This is a crime that I had just recently found online, and surprisingly, there was a 30 for 30 made about this whole thing.
A 30 for 30. Isn't that sports?
Yes, it is.
A crime in sports?
A crime in sports. So,
hell.
with that
Keep
being
drinking.
said, here we go. Happy Valentine's Day to all you big boners out there, to all you medium boners, to you girthy ones, or nice and strong. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you are spending your Valentine's Day with your lover, whoever that may be, and I hope you're having a very wonderful day. We hope you're having a very wonderful day.
God, you're so terrible. And to all your scissorers out there.
Them too.
Come on, you better start coming correct.
I come correct all the time. Today we're taking
one-sided. You're so manly. You never consider the.
I live with two women. What do you mean? I'm not. What do you think? I'm not a feminist.
Well, you can do whatever you need to do to make them happy.
Today we're taking a trip down memory lane. We're going back to 2012. Do you remember certain things that happened in 2012 that were supposed to be like so iconic?
Yeah, the world was supposed to end.
Exactly. The Mayans fucked that up, didn't they?
Either the Mayans or what's the other dude?
No, it was the Mayans.
Yeah, but the guy who predicted it.
There was a guy that predicted it.
Who the hell's D'Angelo? Yeah, D'Angelo, the R&B singer.
Yeah, the R&B singer taking a shower with fucking naked.
Yeah, I'm getting buzzed. Anyway, what the hell? Leonardo DiCaprio? Not Leonardo DiCaprio. Da Vinci. Da Vinci.
Da Vinci or like Rasputin?
Yeah. No, Rasputin was evil. Leonardo DiCaprio. Da Vinci. Remember he made that prediction?
The Wolf of Wall Street?
Mm.
Let's see. What else happened that year? The first Avengers movie came out and cracked open box offices with $357 million worth of their.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and it's also when Instagram became available on all Android devices.
Yeah, I remember that.
But did you know about the high-profile murder case of Reeva Steenkamp?
No, I didn't even back to that. What I remember finding it, I think it was your old iPod Touch or Javen's. It was somebody's iPod Touch.
I'm sure it had someone's porn on there too, filled with it, spammed it.
No, it had nothing on there.
Oh.
I was learning how to mess with it, and I would be, I'd be watching it on trying to navigate and learn how to use it, and your mom would be like, "What are you fucking looking at? What? Better not be watching porn on that." I wasn't even upset. All I could say was, I can watch porn on this? She said, what the fuck are you doing? I said, I'm trying to learn how to swipe this thing and listen and navigate. So that's what I learned in 2012. You can watch porn on devices.
Well, before 2012, I had a PSP. Guess what I was watching porn on then? Yeah, buddy.
It wasn't Sonic.
No, no. So there was a high-profile murder case. The reason why this was a high-profile murder case is because this young lady, Reeva Steenkamp, was a model and a law student. Now, the other reason why you may not have heard about this is because it wasn't here in the U.S. It wasn't even in the Bay Area. It wasn't in any part of the U.S., whether it was coastal or mainland. This happened in South Africa.
Oh, yeah, I know all about kind of shit out there. I was just telling you, I was trying to learn how to explore and navigate an iPod Touch. You want me to think about something in Africa?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, bring it on.
So today we're going to be talking about someone who made a big influence back in 2012 to the point where they called him, and they actually called him one of your favorite movies, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Ford?
No, he's not a sports guy. This is a South African Olympic.
we're talking about the story. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, all right.
This is about the South African Olympic and Paralympic runner. So with that being said, buckle up, motherfuckers. Stretch your glutes. Chew on those disgusting heart-tasting candies that everyone hands out on Valentine's Day. and try not to fall over while you're writing to your Valentine. Today, we're going to talk about Oscar Pistorius. I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing this guy's name. I'm not going to lie. All right.
You know what's good? That I can actually now look on my phone while you're telling me the story because I got a computer.
Yeah, you can actually, you have a computer that you can type from too.
I'm 2021 now.
So
I'm almost legal.
The gist of this story is the South African runner was known as Blade Runner, or the fastest man with no legs. The reason why they called him that is because he was a double amputee. On the date of February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2012, at Oscar's home in Pretoria, South Africa, there was a tweet that blew up on Twitter within 2 minutes of it being sent out. Journalist Barry Bateman was the first journalist to break this story, and he wrote on his Twitter, hashtag Oscar Pistorius, Para-Olympian Oscar Pistorius has allegedly shot dead his girlfriend at his Pretoria home.
He shot that blonde chick?
Yes. Now just wait. Here we go. I'm going to give you a little backstory to Oscar.
Okay, what? Okay.
I'm going to give you a
like
little
I said, I'm looking at pictures now. The dude, he must have... He killed that lady?
Just wait.
What a dumbass.
So
okay.
November 22nd, 1986 is when Oscar was born. He was the middle child of 3. He had his mom, Sheila, died when Oscar was just a few years old, but she was a major influence in his career. Now, when Oscar was born, he had what's called fibular. I apologize. Fibular hemilia. Basically, he was missing the fibula in both of his legs. So at 11 months old, they had them amputated mid-shin.
What?
Yes, at 11 months old.
So he looked like little Martin from Martin?
Yes, that's exactly what he looked like. His father was a very strict man. His father, they basically said, ruled with an iron fist. Nobody
beat his ass a lot, apparently.
Yeah, nobody was allowed to say I can't. He was more of like a kind of like a put you down kind of guy, because he didn't want you to fail. Now in the early 2000s,
that was full of motivation, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Just led to his middle son killing somebody. That's called lack of affection, as you're the middle child.
Well, your middle child's fine, I think. He ain't killing no one.
He ain't moved out yet, has he? Fucker. That dude ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
I think him and I are gonna have an apartment before me and your mom ever move out of this place. Fuck that. Anyway, go ahead.
Now, in the early 2000s, Oscar was a very active kid. So, surprisingly, I was surprised when I read this. He was such an active kid that he did water polo, he did rugby, he did tennis, he did wrestling. This guy did this with no legs. He had stumps.
That's kind of an unfair advantage, wrestling like that.
That's what I thought for a split second, but then I was like, not really, because he can't really get grip.
No, for him. Who's to say the dude just didn't put a knee in his back and watch him squirm like a fucking turtle?
True. Like a turtle?
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact about turtles. Did you know there's nothing inside of the shell?
What's it there for?
That's just their protective thing. Turtles don't have all their organs are inside of the shell. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that either.
Like a big bump?
Yeah, it's just a hard exterior. Everything that's in between the bottom shell on its belly and its back is just organs. It's just a part of it. Like you can't take it off, and it's not like a ninja turtle and you can expose their back. No, that is their back.
And give it pizza?
Yeah, you can give it pizza.
So if I went into the next room and grabbed Smokey's our turtle, and peeled him off.
If you crack him open, you're gonna kill him
Yeah.
because you're gonna expose all of his organs.
So that's like his stomach.
Yeah.
A hard. Well, okay.
Just reverse on his back.
Didn't know that.
Little fun fact.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah. Thank you, Google. Now, again, you said it was an unfair advantage, which I don't know if it's an unfair advantage, but it is crazy that this dude wrestled with no legs. You know, how often are you seeing people wrestle with no legs, with strong legs at that, you know? How often are people really wrestling with no legs or with no body parts?
Not that I haven't looked, but
Move the mic a little closer if you're gonna lean
I
back.
said I haven't looked, but I've never seen anybody, the wrestling I've done, or even just shit on TV. They may have it in Paralympics, I guess.
Probably, but what's crazy, but that's what I found crazy is that when his coach, which is his coach was Janny Brooks, when Oscar approached him, he said that he wanted to join the wrestling team. And it's funny because the coach looked a little concerned, obviously, because he's like, okay, you want to join the team, but you don't have any legs. How do you expect to do this? And he's like, well, I think that I can do this.
So did he grow up with his stumps, or did they I think he said they amputated him when he was born?
They amputated him when he was 11 months old.
Oh, so he's already grown into. He's already got.
He's already grown into him, yeah. But it's funny because the coach looked him dead in the face and said,
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, so all joking aside though, he did say that after all of this accusations about him killing his girlfriend, which we will get to, that it took him 6 months to realize that he didn't have legs.
When he was a kid, or after he killed his his wife?
After Oscar came up to his coach Brooks, he was like, yeah, I want to wrestle. The coach was like, yeah, sure, no problem, we can bring you in. Now keep in mind, he's wearing prosthetics. He's had prosthetics since he's been a child. Obviously it's not the best prosthetics, but they're still prosthetics. And it's funny because he was like, yeah, for 6 months I didn't know this guy had no legs. I didn't realize that he had stumps. He has no fucking leg, dude. He's not wearing shoes. How do you not realize that he's on stumps?
Not good. Not that very observant of a coach, is he?
Yeah. Thanks. That's a great coach. So then in 2004,
he must have had a great win record.
He had to have. I mean, staying low like that, had to have.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Well, yeah. And then in 2004, while attending the University of Pretoria, he received a, quote, serious knee injury while playing rugby. Yeah, no shit. You're running on fucking prosthetic legs, dude. You're
playing
rugby. And in South Africa, which anywhere where they play rugby that's not the U.S., there you go, balls to the wall.
Yeah, you ever watch those fuckers from New Zealand and Australia?
Those Samoans? Oh my god, dude, that's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That is terrifying. Mm-hmm. That is a legitimate freight train coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've seen some. I watched this one dude. He's called the Beast or some shit like that, and you can't stop the dude.
Here's the thing. I was going to describe, is he a big Samoan dude with long hair? That's literally every Polynesian guy that plays.
No, this rugby. Dude actually has short, a big dude. I mean, he doesn't look proportioned. I mean, he's probably pushing 250, but his legs are about as round as 36 inches. They're huge.
God damn.
Yeah, he's a big fucking dude.
They call him the Beast?
I think so. I can't remember.
Holy shit. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, I've seen a couple highlights of like certain things, but I never like sat down and watched a full game. Although I would really like to watch a full game.
It's pretty interesting. You just don't. It's like hockey. Watching hockey, you go to watch somebody fight, but you don't know the rules. One of the best events I went to, and it was when the Sharks first were established in San Jose. It was me and my buddy. It was Walter. Me and my buddy Walter. We went to San Jose Sharks game and got plastered. Why we drove, I couldn't tell you. Why we drove from San Jose to Alameda. And went to a bar at that. Like we really needed to keep drinking. Anyway, it's a good time.
Yeah, I see. So while in rehab, Oscar actually discovered running blades. They gave him some running blades to walk around on, and actually started running on them. Slowly but surely, he started picking up his pace and moving real quick. Okay, definitely heard that.
Sorry.
You gotta move away from the mic on that.
I'm away. I'm literally that far, like you said.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do that, move over here. Nope, still heard that. Damn.
Oh.
It's so much clearer. I'll
try to mute.
That's okay. When he first competed, though, Oscar joined the T44 events, which were the single below the knee amputees. Now, he was technically classified as the T43 double amputee. Sounds like fucking Terminators.
All right.
It sounds like.
What does all that mean?
It sounds like a Terminator.
No, what's the T stand for?
I have no idea.
Traumatized?
I just. He often.
God, it's a shame we're almost out of this beer.
Yeah, I know. I'm already on. I refilled it from the bottle, but anyways, he was often referred to, like I said before, as Blade Runner. He took first place. I'm going to type that in the 2004 Summer Olympics. So right after healing his injured knee, he automatically went into running and just fell in love with it and started running everywhere. When he
Paralympics, not regular. So he didn't run against Usain Bolt type stuff, but he just ran in that type. Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
He ran against the Liquid Terminator from T2.
Other limpers.
Yeah, other limpers. That should be a t-shirt. Other limpers.
Oh my God.
He competed in Athens and he came in third overall. He went to win on the world record time of 21 seconds and 97 milliseconds. 21.97 seconds in the 200-meter dash. Now, if you don't know what the 200-meter dash is, if you go to
Google it.
Yeah, you definitely Google it. But on the track field, the running track, you have the curve and then a straightaway, another curve, and then another straightaway. The 200-meter dash is the curve and then the straightaway.
It sounds like your sex life, dude.
Whoa. Not that complicated. He took third in that, and he actually did the world record. In his T44 event, this is the double amputees, he actually took gold 7 times.
Double hop-alongs?
Double.
God damn, I need to shut up. Keep going.
And because of this, he actually qualified for the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing. Now, not as a single sprinter, though, he actually qualified for the relay race, but he wasn't satisfied with that. And so what he did was he tried to prove to everyone, like, listen, I can compete just as well in the relay as well as the single running. So he kept running and showing the people who run the Olympics, like, this is what I can do. When he did take part in the 2008 Paralympics, that's when he really demonstrated to everyone, look, this is how fast I am, and I have no fucking legs. So on September 9th, he set the Paralympic record for the 100-meter dash, the straightaway, at 11.16 seconds.
100 meters?
100 meters.
In
No legs.
In 1.6 seconds?
11.
Oh, 11. Yeah, see,
Do you think he just fucking took one step and was gone?
Yeah, dude, the way you made it sound like that motherfucker's fast. I
He
better
is
stop
fast.
talking shit about him.
He is. Dude, that's basically a football field, right? He basically ran that in just over 10 seconds.
Well, okay, 40-yard dash, 4 seconds, 8 seconds. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Normal guys. Yeah, Tom Brady did like a 4.8, and look, he's 7-time Super Bowl champ.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, by the way. Fucking
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah. So then, like I said, he wanted to demonstrate that, hey, I can be in the able-body Olympics. Now, for anyone who wants to watch the documentary, it is on 3430. It's on ESPN Plus. It's called the Life and Trial of the Blade Runner. This is where I got most of my information from. He eventually, in 2012, competed in the Summer Olympics against able-bodied people. However, there was an issue with that. They kept the FAAC, and I can't remember at the top of my head, and I didn't write it down, but basically the people who run the
Olympic Committee.
Yes, they were like, we can't have him in here because his blades give him an unfair advantage to everybody else. Now they did.
Guess. The spring, right?
That's what they thought, and it is slightly. So when they did, they severely tested him about how crazy his blades are, if it gives him like a major boost. Because one of the things that they witnessed is when he did the 200-meter dash is that he would start off slow, coming around the curve, and then just jet the straightaway. And they're like, there's no way that this is that he can just smoke people. So in Germany, shout out to the German beer. In Germany, they did a couple of tests on him, and what they found was that his blades gave him they said a 35% better chance because of the spring action.
Acceleration.
Correct.
Or propulsion. Basically,
Well, fast forward just before these Summer Olympics in 2012, he goes to the U.S. or to Iceland, excuse me, because that's where his blades were actually made. He goes to Iceland to get tested there.
There's no ice.
Where there's no ice, yeah. And what they actually find out is that it's not a 30% increase, it's a 0.10% increase. So yes, it is a hair of an advantage against an able-bodied person who has the tendons, the muscles, the joints, the everything to actually run. And what they found was like, okay, that's not that significant. Let's put him in the actual games. So in 2012, he competed, and on September 1st, he made a new T34 world record in the 200-meter dash, and he did it in 21.30 seconds. So again, that's the curve and then the straightaway. He did that in 21.30
by himself
against able-bodied people.
Oh, it wasn't a relay.
No, it was just him.
So he actually won a regular gold medal in the regular Olympics. It wasn't Paralympics. Yeah. But he still competed in the Paralympics afterwards.
He competed in the Paralympics, and then he ended up competing in the summer games of the regular Olympics. So this guy's on a high horse. 2012, he's celebrating big time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until February 14th. Now, this is where it gets very, very, very sketchy. So keep in mind, like I said before, he's at the height of his career. Obviously, with being someone who is a double amputee, he is setting a precedent for other children, people who want to compete in these kind of games.
Sure, he's highly influential.
Right, exactly.
And inspiring.
Exactly. And so what ends up happening is he ends up falling in love with this woman, Reeva Steenkamp.
He fucked up.
And what ended up happening on February 14th, 2012, in South Africa, in his home at Pretoria, Oscar had shot and killed his model and law graduate girlfriend. Now, this is what he claims. Go ahead.
No, I was saying she had a career. She just wasn't this guy's girlfriend or wife. She actually was established in her own right.
Correct.
Jeez.
So I'm going to break it down on what happened that day, and then I'll break it down on the trial of the prosecution and then the defense team. Now, what Oscar said happened that night was at around 2 or 3 a.m., Oscar woke up to open up his patio window and bring in two fans that were blowing from the outside in. Well, because it was hot and humid, he was tired of having that hot air being blown in. So he closed.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking, damn, he wants a threesome with his wife. See how pretty his wife is? Okay, I need to stop thinking like that. I think it's the beer.
You're fucking
and the Jack
man.
Daniels. That I am.
So he brings these two fans, blowing
osculating fans. Pedestal fans from
Yes.
Home Depot-ish type. Okay, get it.
Yes.
Got it.
He brings those inside, closes the patio door, looks down at the ground to see Reeva's jeans, her pants, and throws them over the stereo that's there with the green LED lights. Covers it, and as he's getting back into bed, now keep in mind it's also pitch black. As he's getting back into bed, he hears the window open, the bathroom window open. He freaks out and goes and grabs his gun. When he starts, and keep in mind, he also doesn't have his prosthetics with him, so he's walking around on his stumps, which he's able to do. He walks on his right stump at an angle, and it bow legs him out like big time.
Damn, why does he do that? It doesn't fuck up his hip?
No, he said it doesn't.
And it's longer than the other one?
A little bit longer.
Okay.
So what he ends up doing is he grabs his gun, starts making his way towards the bathroom. Now, the bathroom itself there's no doors, okay? You just walk down a hallway, you turn right, you have a tub, you turn right again, you have a sink and then a shower, then you have a toilet room. So the only door that's in this bathroom is the toilet. He comes around the corner, his first right. He hears, like I said, the window open, and he starts yelling, "Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Get the fuck out of my house! Reeva, call the police! Call the police!" He then hears something metallic move on his marble floor inside of the toilet room. Now keep in mind the toilet room is closed. He panics and shoots 4 times. Bow, 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 bow. The gun that he used
in the dark.
In the dark. This is all in the dark. And now keep in mind, he's still yelling. He's still yelling for Reeva to call the police, call the police. As he's making his way back, because now he doesn't hear anybody in the bathroom, he makes his way back to the bed, but he doesn't take his line of sight off of where the gun is. So he's looking back and he's feeling walking through the hallway, feeling the wall. He kind of stumbles at one point, he says, and picks himself back up, gets back to the bed, and is telling Reeva, "Hey, did you call the police? Did you call the police? There's somebody in the house, and I just shot them." He's feeling around. She's not there. So he's like, what the fuck? Where's Reeva? He said he looked under the bed, couldn't see her. No shit, you're in pitch black darkness. So then he puts on his prosthetics. He then runs to the toilet room and starts banging on the door. And he's like, who's in there? Who's in there? He then hears a slumping noise and then a thud onto the floor. So like a slump and a thump. And then like Dr. Seuss, he uses his stump to kick down the door. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
But obviously he wasn't able to do so. So he goes back to the bedroom, picks up a cricket bat. Now, if anyone has never seen what a cricket bat looks like, imagine a baseball bat that's flattened. That's all it is.
It's actually heavier.
It's a lot heavier. It's a lot fucking heavier. They're actually really dangerous. And so he gets his cricket bat and he then hits the door 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breaks off one of the panels. He sees on the floor Reeva. He sees her legs, reaches in, unlocks the door from the outside, opens the door, and he sees that she's been shot 4 times.
Okay. I don't want to ask a question. I'll let you finish telling the story.
So I'm almost done with what happened that night, and then I'll let you answer or ask.
Yeah.
He sees her, picks her up, right? Picks her up, runs down the stairs, and he's yelling, help, help, somebody please help me. She's been shot. Somebody please help me. To then the neighbor, one of his neighbors who lived across the street from him, which was a doctor, run up and says, hey, I'm a doctor. What happened? How can I help? And from there, and tells that story.
Of him shooting as well. I mean, the only question I have, I can understand being a little bit scared of the situation, but muzzle flash, he should have seen something after the first shot. Well,
not only that. Well, okay. Hold on.
All right, I'll ask questions and I'll try not to.
We're getting there. Well, it's not just that, but don't forget, he said he's in pitch black, right? Now we've owned stereo systems.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We've owned plenty of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those little LED lights, even though they're very, very little and pitch darkness, can light up a actual room.
Your cable box lights up an entire room right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, dude, my Wi-Fi router in my room lights up my room.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, why is it that he could see her pants, which he had to turn around and pick up? Why was he able to see her pants, then drape it over that? He didn't see her, maybe not hear her get out of bed, but you can at least, when you turn around, see someone walk 15 feet to the bathroom.
How was he able to go outside and pick up the fans and bring them back in? There had to be some sort of moon glow.
Something, right? I mean, we're in the 21st century. There's exterior lights, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, obviously with cases like this, when a female or a male dies, and there's only 2 of you in there, the prime suspect right away is the significant other, whether you're male or female or indifferent.
Yes, first suspect. They were married?
They were a couple. They were only together 4 months.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Now, about 500 yards away, because like I said before, there are police work. They have to come in and they have to do their job. They have to investigate what had happened. So when they ask witnesses and neighbors from across the way, some of them said that they heard 4 pops. Keep in mind, this is one neighbor who heard 4 pops from 500 yards away. She also said that she heard a woman screaming. Now, if this were an accident, someone being distraught and in shock, could they have sounded like a female or a woman screaming because they didn't realize what they just did? It's a
Can
possibility.
I ask a stupid question?
Sure.
What kind of gun was it? What caliber?
That was I'll tell you right now, 9mm semi-auto pistol. It was a
And
Taurus
where was she shot?
PT 917. Excuse me. She was shot all on her right side, basically upper torso. That's where she got struck.
I mean, it's possible she could have screamed, but I'd imagine the first shot is just initially shock.
But if she was shot, right? And keep in mind, there's no window inside of the bathroom and the toilet room.
Right, you described down the hallway to the right, and you have a toilet seating, and then it's probably tile or some sort of stone.
Right. The window was
Yeah.
on the outside of the toilet room next to the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to hear through marble walls and floor and a closed door from 500 yards away, a woman screaming?
You can't. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can hear the neighbors across the street, and we live on a busy street, so I'll give them that. But it's not 500 yards.
It's definitely not 500 yards.
No.
Now, obviously, like I said, significant others, they are the first ones to be questioned first. So what they end up doing is taking Oscar to jail, and he's the first one to be questioned. Initially, he was bailed out, but then when the trial came, this is what the prosecution had to say. So on March 3rd, 2014, the murder trial starts and the prosecution begins.
It took 2 years?
2 years. 2 years.
Okay, go ahead.
On that night, this is again from the prosecution's side. On that night of the shooting, a witness hears a man and a woman shouting for about an hour before hearing 4 loud bangs at around 3 a.m. According to the reports, the pathologist, Reeva had food in her stomach at the time of her death. So that food didn't have time to digest. So Oscar said they went to bed at around 2 a.m. But because the food hadn't digested, it could have actually been at around 10 that they would have gone to bed, and Reeva could have died shortly thereafter. Prosecutor Greery Neal disputes Oscar's claim of not seeing her, and this is or not seeing or hearing her. And this is what I brought up earlier with the LED lights from the stereo. You can see little stuff here and there. It's not the best light, of course, it's not, but you can at least.
Yeah, you're not gonna stub your fucking toe. You're gonna be able to maneuver.
You can make out a human figure. You know what I mean? Especially if they're walking away from you and you're getting back into bed.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
well, you did say he threw the pants over the light, or was that just made up?
No, that's what he did. He had thrown the pants over the stereo.
So maybe he couldn't see that.
Maybe, but I mean,
Okay.
your peripheral. I don't know. Now, the same prosecutor goes on to say that the couple had an argument before going to bed, which could have led to some type of anger, to which Reeva grabbed her phone and went to the bathroom and opened up the window to, quote, cool down. How's that drink?
Empty.
Now, when she goes to the bathroom to open up the window, that's when Oscar hears the, quote, intruder. Now, Greer, the prosecutor, also says this. How is the intruder coming from the second window when there's no platform to get to the second story window?
Yeah, I didn't even think about where. So where did he get the fans from? Isn't there a balcony?
The patio. Yeah, the patio, the balcony right there.
Okay, well, I mean, he could have came through that way.
How? That means that whoever this person who was an intruder had to sneak in as he's moving in these fans and then run across the way to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Simultaneously, like right at the same time. Okay,
exactly.
I'm assuming he had the window open and he could have snuck in at some other point.
No. Okay. The only window area that was open was those patio doors, so he can get air in from the outside. Mm-hmm. 5 neighbors actually claimed to have heard a woman screaming before hearing gunshots. one of which was Michelle Berger. That was the woman who lived. They used meters, and I had to break it down. 177 meters, which is roughly 500 yards. That's 5 football fields for no one who doesn't know. That's 9 yards shy. That's 9 yards shy of 2 football fields. So, just to clear that up. In Oscar's bail hearing, he claimed that he fired by mistake, but in trial, he claimed that he fired at an intruder. Now, that could kind of be the same thing, right? It was a mistake. He didn't mean to shoot the person or whoever was behind that door. But it also defense attorneys can take that and twist the word, or prosecutors can twist those words really, really bad. So the testimony that he was giving during his hearing was then deemed unreliable. Another witness, who was Dr. Steep, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, S-T-I-P, yeah, Stip, claims that he was awoken by 3 loud bangs and was able to see a light that was according to him in Oscar's bathroom. So now keep in mind, all of this time, Oscar's saying, yeah, it's pitch black, I can't see shit. But now you have a neighbor who's directly across the street from him, from the back part of his house, and he sees a light on the second story where the bathroom is. Another Dr. Steep also claimed to hear a woman yell 3 or 4 times, followed by a male yelling, "Help, help, help."
Okay.
So that's what they heard so far. Lastly, by the prosecution, they said if Reeva had also that they said that they also, wow, this is good beer. They also said Reeva had brought the duvet from the bed to the bathroom. Now, if they're in an argument, I can kind of understand, oh, I'm just going to bring this. I mean, a duvet is pretty fucking big, though.
No, a duvet is technically just a cover. It's a cover that goes over your existing comforter or blanket. All it is a slip cover. So if she just took the duvet, they used it as a sheet.
Right.
Like a top sheet. Okay.
Right.
So she was, okay, it is hot. It's in South Africa. Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
but my point is it's still pretty big, right? It's relatively
it's large. Yeah,
depending on what kind of bed you have, whether it's a king, a queen, or Cali King, whatever.
Right.
Now, blood evidence shows that the duvet was in the bathroom. It shows that the argument had actually happened in the bathroom prior to the shooting, because this is what they speculate, that there was an argument and that she brought the duvet in, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why they think that, because there was blood on the duvet.
From being shot, it was shot there. There was no splatter or anything else outside the room. Bathroom.
Nothing.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now this is from the defense. Oscar and Reeva had gotten into bed at around 10 p.m. While he was on his stumps, he goes to the balcony and moves his two.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
This is court documented. Okay. I can't make this shit up.
Oh, that just sounds fun while you're on your stumps.
So while on his stumps, he goes to the balcony and brings in his 2 fans. This is all the same thing that I've been saying. Reeva asks Oscar, you can't sleep, Baba?" Which I guess in South African is like babe. To which he replies, "No, I can't sleep. It's too hot." Now, while he's moving the fans, and if you have your fans going at full blast, especially 2 of them, it is going to be a little hard to hear someone walking around, right?
Yeah, you can't hear shit. Too
right.
much wind velocity.
And it also depends on what kind of fan you have.
Sure.
Is it a new Dyson fan where it's just a big O and it's going like this?
Well, technically they weren't invented by then.
That is true. So I got that wrong. But they could have those bigger fucking crazy sound fans, right?
Which are probably metal.
Exactly. So you got a lot of noise, and he has 2 of them. after the fans, after he had moved the fans inside the home, and in pitch darkness, Oscar doesn't hear Reeva get out of bed and walk down to the bathroom. To which they thought Reeva, because he's feeling hot right now, which I think this is where the defense fucked up. They claimed she went to the bathroom window and opened up the bathroom window to let cool air in. He just closed the fucking door to keep the hot air out.
I mean, there's an argument that depending, okay, what direction is the breeze coming from?
That's true. Well, it didn't say specifically, but that is a good point.
Yeah. How big is it? An obscured window just above the toilet, which could be 2x3, 3x3, 1x4. You know, it all depends. Seriously. Those are the questions I would ask. That's what I would ask. That's just coming from, a construction point of view. A window is a window. If you're defending or trying to, what do you call that? Convict somebody, but let's get technical if you want. I'm sorry.
No, it's good because that's nothing that I would have thought of.
Well, it's true. Which direction is the wind going to blow? If there's any wind blowing, there's got to be wind blowing if you wanted to bring fans in to let some of the cool breeze in or blow some of the hot air out, which doesn't ever work. But so are they opposite from each other, north and south of each other, or is the window?
The patio doors, if you're watching to the right, the bathroom is far, far left.
So they're opposite. So they're north and east or south and west.
Right. Which
way is the wind blowing, if any?
I didn't even think about that.
That's why I'm saying if I would open the bathroom window, no problem with that. If I had to.
Good point. So then I sound like a dipshit for calling Reeva out.
I know. You just don't know. You just don't know. It's just the layout of the house.
So that's part of the defense team. They said that she got up, opened up the bathroom to let the cool breeze in. To which Oscar hears, grabs his gun. As he's telling Reeva, call the police, there's an intruder in the house. Keep in mind, he's also yelling all the way. Man, this beer is really good.
Yes, it is.
He's yelling at the person to get the fuck out of their home.
Okay, so let me rewind you really quick. I don't want to ask too many questions. She was already, tentatively, she was already up and about, went to the bathroom. The noise he hears when he's moving the fans in is supposedly her in the bathroom, opening the windows, taking a piss, doing whatever. He reacts to that, gets the gun, can't see anything, calls out, no response, shoots, pow, 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 4 times, doesn't see anything, even though there's a bright muzzle flash off of a 9mm, and an LED light. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay.
Again.
What?
On his stumps, he hobbles back to his bed. Hobbles back to his bed to get his gun, telling Reeva, hey, call the cops, there's somebody in the house, call the cops. He then makes his way down the hallway using the wall as support. He's leaning up with his left shoulder and also trying to peek, so trying to take like a real tactical point of view. It could be he's trying to be
what's that called, a stump and bump?
Can you imagine if there really was an intruder and they broke in? They were like, oh damn, I'm sorry, man. You got stumps? Shit, my bad, bro. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna go to your neighbor.
I'll go to the neighbor.
You got a lot of fucked up shit on your plate right now. I'm gonna go over here. Go back to bed, man. I'm sorry. Now, doing that, like I said, he's leaning up against the wall, taking a real tactical point of view. And he comes back as he's following the wall, he gets to the other wall still on his left shoulder. Now he's yelling, "Get the fuck out of my house! Get out of my house!" To which the defense team believes after she had opened the door, Reeva, he said, "Get out of my house, Reeva, call the police. Someone's in the home." To which she thinks, "Oh shit, someone's in the house." She runs to the toilet room, closes the door, locks it, and then hides. Well, as he's coming around, like I said, that second turn, she moves a metal rack to get behind the toilet because she's scared. He hears that and fires 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, so she was already in the room. She was already in the bathroom. It's not like he was in there looking for somebody and she came in. She was already in the place where she was found laying dead.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Now walking backwards, and then, like I said, this is what the prosecution team also said, that he walked backwards or hobbled, depending on how you want to look at it, which it took him about 18 to 25 seconds because he's also keeping his line of view. He's looking down the gun barrel, the sights there, and he's in the darkness. He's doesn't have his prosthetic legs on. He's falling over. He's trying to take his time. Gets back to the bed and feels around for Reeva, and he couldn't find her. Now, Oscar also claims that he was, quote, too scared to turn on any of the lights. I don't know. Is that something that's believable?
No, that's the first thing you want to do. Instinct.
Yeah, it's the first thing I did.
Instinct I would have. Yeah,
that's the first thing I did. My daughter the other day, we have a home security system. She went to let the dog out. This is just before we went to bed, and I had said it, and she let the dog out to go pee, and the fucking system went off, scared the shit out of me. And I flipped on damn near every light in the house.
Yeah.
And it was her. I scared her. Imagine her chubby ass dad running around with hairy chest. The fuck is in my house? Who the fuck? There's a lot of fat flapping around everywhere.
Yeah. And it wasn't the dog.
It wasn't the dog. Now, putting on his prosthetic legs. Now, keep in mind, he still felt too scared to turn on the lights.
Okay.
Now, he checked under the bed. Now, again, like I said before, it's in the dark. Why would you check under the bed if your girlfriend is under the bed? The bed is one of the darkest places.
Well, he doesn't have far to look. He's not bending down too far.
Yeah. I don't think he had to bend at all.
No.
He even checked behind the curtains and didn't find anybody. So he then thinks, "Oh shit, was Reeva in there when I shot?"
Okay, so initially when he started calling for her, where did he think she was at in general? What is his argument?
In general, he thought, I gotta move my fans over. She was in bed the entire time.
And then he felt for her, she wasn't there, so then he continued to shoot.
No, he
had already shot.
Yeah, he shot, made his way back to the bed, felt around, couldn't find nothing, couldn't feel no one. Putting his legs on, he then runs over to the toilet room, finds the door locked. Goes and grabs the cricket bat, beats the door down, breaks the door open to find a bloody Reeva slumped over the toilet, and in panic, he picks her up. Now, one thing that I learned when I went in criminal justice was you don't touch the body. As much as you want to help the person, if they're on their way out, if you can tell they're pretty much gone, you don't touch that body. The reason being is because now your prints, and you're all the only person that's in the house, are going to be everywhere. And it's your gun. With Reeva in his arms, Oscar makes his way down the stairs, reaches the first floor, calls John Stander, who is the estate manager, who then calls 911. At around 3:21 in the morning, Oscar calls the security office, to where they shortly arrive after, along with police and paramedics. Just after a few minutes of performing life-saving techniques, Reeva dies at the scene.
So she was still alive?
She was alive when he brought her down, but
yeah.
she died after the fact.
From the gunshot?
From the gunshots.
So he didn't try suffocating her or
no
some shit afterward. Okay.
No. Now this is why this is such a huge story, and a lot of people are torn in two. So, in the end, finally, 1 year later, September 14th, 2014, Oscar is now diagnosed, and he awaits his verdict. I apologize for this name. Judge Thokoxel Matilda clears Oscar of murder charges. However, she later rules his conviction a culpable homicide, which is basically the equivalent to manslaughter. So it's he killed someone, but he didn't mean to kill someone. Then in and then October of 2014, he's sentenced to 5 years in prison. July 2016, with multiple appeals later and even an early release from his 5-year prison sentence because of good behavior. Oscar was released 1 year in 2015 on his 5-year sentence. The appeals come in, they bring him back to court, and the appeal by the prosecution puts Oscar in prison for the next 15 years. And that was finally decided on in 2017, 4 years after Reeva's death.
So he's in jail now.
He is still in jail.
But not on murder.
They've got him for murder.
They retried. They retried first degree murder. So he did. Did he admit that he knew what the fuck why he killed her?
He still said it was. He still says to this day that it's an accident. And if you watch that documentary, he breaks down. Now it could be because he feels guilty. It could be because it was a pure accident. I didn't mean to fucking kill her. And he breaks down every time you see him in the courtroom. He's sobbing, crying every single time.
Sure.
So could it be that it was an accident? Could it be intentional that he got into an argument? Because they also claim that he was a control freak and was telling her, you can't be going out and seeing a bunch of these guys. I understand that you're a model, but you can't be going out and doing X, Y, and Z.
So that's the basis of this whole situation. He's jealous.
That it could have been jealousy, or that it could have been a big mistake.
What do they speculate the reason why he shot her?
Jealousy. That she was cheating.
Wow. Okay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that was fun. That was an interesting one. So this will be released on Sunday.
Next week.
This coming Sunday. This will be
nothing tomorrow.
Nothing tomorrow. So
you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna edit this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, pause because I'm gonna go grab another beer.
Okay. Well, it's only
obviously we're gonna keep talking.
No, it's gonna take like 5 minutes.
I could finish in 5 minutes.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is episode 38. We did episode 38. This is episode 38.
Yeah, can you believe that?
No,
I can't. I went to the store earlier to get some Coke and mom some smokes, and I'm driving. I'm like 38 episodes.
Yeah,
My kids don't even listen to me that much, and we got people listening to our stories.
Yeah, crazy.
It's fun. It's
fun.
I think about every time I listen to our episode, and even now as we listen more and more, and how people are really starting to, the people we listen to and follow, they're starting to really get a little bit more serious about it. It's amazing how we're not big name people, but we are part of a community that has a lot of influence.
Yeah,
I guess that's
big
what
time.
I'm trying to explain it. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening, everybody for watching. We honestly hope you have a great Valentine's Day. Don't get murdered. Don't get hit in the head with a cricket bat, and don't get shot 4 times.
Or go to jail.
Yeah, because then you might get butt stuff done to you, and hopefully that doesn't happen.
No. Well, we almost went to jail.
Ooh.
Mom, we got married Thanksgiving. Yeah, we got married on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Happy anniversary.
It's not happy.
Happy anniversary.
Anyway, our wedding night.
Yeah, I
The
remember
whole
that.
thing went
I
to
remember that.
jail. Yeah, because the manager at that restaurant was such an asshole.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember getting that phone call. That was a
Yeah, and
was
all he
it.
had to do was wait till 6:30 in the morning when I can go get the money to pay him. Dick, he's fired. You don't work there no more.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope you actually enjoyed this. One thing that I noticed with our episodes, with one of our biggest critics pointing to the back of me, that's my wife. She's like, "Man, you guys sound a little bit boring sometimes. You guys gotta crack some jokes," which is true.
She's an ass.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you. I hope everyone has a fantastic Thanksgiving. Fuck, you got me saying Thanksgiving. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Be safe. We love you. Peace out.
Get laid.